the different combat styles and just them going in depth. Like the guy who was running around punching everybody, I thought that was just awesome. I'm probably gonna just have fun randomly trying to do that. And I loved the space combat and being able to take over people's ships. I feel like I'm gonna spend hours in space, just literally wasting time doing that, not doing any of the missions, just trying to take over as many ships as possible, add them to my fleet.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do
No,
that.
you know what's also going to be cool about that? You're talking about spaceships and stuff like that. You know, you're gonna have the bad guys landing on the planet where you're gonna be at. If you're there, there's gonna be spaceship with bad guys jumping in there, and you can literally just jump in there, steal their spaceship, and go to space. That's it. You can grab the
Yeah.
spaceship and just take off. I
I
mean
think
that you can do
I
that.
think like there are a lot of games out there that try to do the whole open world thing where it's like play however you want, do whatever you want to do. You don't even need to follow the main quest. But I find like a lot of them don't execute it well, that you get bored relatively fast while just doing random things and you just start doing the main quest and then rushing through the game. I feel like Starfield is going to definitely be one of those games that there's going to be a large percentage of people that just don't even ever finish the main quest and have like hundreds of hours in this game from
Yeah.
everything you're going to be able to do. It seems like it's just like a foundation of many games in one, and really you just kind of do whatever you want to do, and even if you're not finishing the main quest, you're still going to have a good time.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's something that literally is just amazing about that game. I mean, it's like what, like 5 or 6 or 7 games in one. I mean, you don't have
Yeah,
to
it
do the
seems like it.
main quest. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna build my base, and I'm gonna have a what's it called? An awesome base. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have, you know, I don't know if I could I say this word. I don't want to say it though. It's probably, uh,
Anyways,
Say it in Spanish.
no, I was gonna say a pimping base, but yeah, I want to have a pimping cool base. That's what I want. A cool, chilling pimping base. Yeah, a nice base, chilled out there. I'm gonna build it up, big and nice, and get myself like a big ship for cargo. Get myself a small ship for fighting. Man, I'm telling you, I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
have a
be a
lot of fun.
Chapo,
Yeah.
el Chapo.
No, why would I want to be the Chapo, man? No, I don't want to be Chapo. Why would I be Chapo? No, no, no. Heck no. Chapo. Nah, I don't like Chapo, man. But anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this game. And like I said, I'm gonna be collecting them sandwiches, man. And I hope that the sandwich have a value price because man, they gotta be expensive. I mean, find a sandwich in space, man, it's gotta be expensive. Bread and stuff. No me. Ah
Yeah.
man, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, I mean, I I have really no complaints from anything that they showed off at the Starfield, and again, like 30 FPS for me is not a huge deal. But there was other news. I guess you guys have anything else final to say on this before we move on?
I mean, I could talk for days on this.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, we can talk. I can talk forever on Starfield because man, it's just. I sat down, like I said, I sat down today. The whole, um, I watched the whole thing again today,
Presentation.
the whole
Bro,
presentation
I
today,
have seen this literally more than 10 times.
and each time you see it, and each time you watch it, you open your mind like, wow, this is amazing, and not only that, you also like, for example, after that, if you sit down and you hear what Todd Howard talks about the game and all the stuff, which is pretty. I'm gonna tell you something. He literally talks like all the cool. He has played already through it. And this game they've been playing since November. I mean, they've been
yeah.
going
I
through
mean,
it.
he's a creator. You told so.
Of course, he's the creator, but yeah, but he's been playing since November, and he's already been like through the bunch of characters, and now I don't know he mentioned he was in this character, and man, he just doesn't get enough of it. I mean, he's in
Yeah.
love with this project, and man, oh my god, just hearing that interview just gave me goosebumps because after that, he literally said, "Oh no, we're right now working on Elder Scrolls 6 after this," and he literally mentions that I think after Elder Scrolls 6, he's gonna probably go back and work on a Fallout 5, which is something that's also interesting for all the Fallout fans. I mean, you guys gotta watch that interview. That was really interesting. That was really interesting. You talk about, like I said, like 5 or 6 or 7 games in one game. My God, man, seriously, everything he talked about in that right there in that interview was freaking fantastic. I mean, I just mouth open. Yeah, showed a little bit more gameplay. I mean, I saw third person. That third person thing is pretty cool. I mean, that's something that's
Yeah.
going to be pretty fun. And I saw like the shooting from the third person view. They show like a little like a 2 or 3 second thing, and I was like, whoa. Also, yo, that gravity thing from that scene where the room everything elevates. Oh my
Oh,
god, that is just wow. That is impressive.
yeah.
That is
What do you guys
impressive.
think that shot was at the very end, where he puts out his hand and
Man.
everyone kind of just gets lifted up? Do you think
Ooh.
that's
Okay.
like magic, or do you think that's just anti gravity, or like what do you think that is? You think that's something just I don't know. What do you think? What do you
Per-
think it is?
personally, um, I think part of the mission with this whole artifact is gonna guide you into that, and you're gonna get certain kind of like ability or a power, and maybe this could be kind of like the Force on Star
That's
Wars,
I
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah, the force.
yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I would not be surprised if we get to see lightsabers on this game.
What?
That would be
Well, we got
that'd
we
be cool.
got we got we got katanas, man. I mean, I was impressed that I saw katana in that game. I was like, katana in space. That's gotta be pretty rad. I mean, I was amazed by that. I
Yeah,
wonder how the sword fighting thing would be. Will it be like what's it called? Cyberpunk, man. I mean, will we see that? You know, I mean, that was pretty amazed by that. I mean, I just love seeing the sword, seeing that stuff, and yeah, like you said, a lightsaber would be pretty cool, or a thing that can be close to a lightsaber. Something that can be close to that would be pretty awesome. And yeah, I mean, since it's the future, you got spaceships and stuff. I mean, I can't imagine, he sticks out his hand and he can probably like elevate, a gravity person, with using like a source of thing, a source of power. I mean, that could happen. Why not? It's in the future.
Either way, we're absolutely going to see lightsabers and force and everything. Some mods are going to go in there for sure.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, PC.
Either way, we're going to get it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
on
I wonder
PC.
what that is.
I wonder if we can get the Han Solo ship, man. I mean, I want the Han Solo ship, and I
Oh,
want
you
a.
can build it.
You can build
Build
it.
it.
Build it.
Yeah.
Can I get a Chewy
Uh,
too? I mean, I would love a Chewy.
Sure, you can probably do everything at some
Oh,
point in this game.
I hope so. I hope so.
Like
And maybe.
you think about the mods in like Skyrim on the base that they had that. Now like think about how much bigger Starfield is going to be and how huge the mod community is. I mean, the modders too for Bethesda games are literally incredible and they get hired by Bethesda, so
Hmm.
it's going to be insane. Although
I
I hope that comes to console the mod stuff. That'll be
speaking
the only thing.
I want.
speaking of which, I wonder if I can build. I wonder if I can build
I already
the
know what he's gonna say.
the Doctor Evil spaceship.
Maybe.
Could
Hmm.
be. Real quick, I want to highlight from the chat. Right, Rachie said, "Did you saw exploration vehicle?" I don't think they showed any, but I'm assuming they have to have some sort of vehicle because if you want to move in planets, I assume they don't want. I hope that you don't have to walk all the time. Just walk
Yeah.
in only the spaceship. So hopefully,
I mean, they gotta have because if you gotta walk around that big planet, man, we're gonna be lost. I mean, let me type that exploration vehicles. Let's see. Let's Google that real quick. But yes, I mean, walking around that planet like that. Ooh. But yeah, no, there's no mention about land vehicles yet. But man, I hope
no,
I
no,
hope they
they
do.
they didn't they didn't show it.
They haven't mentioned nothing about it, but I hope they do, man, because really walking around is gonna be tiresome. Especially a big planet. Oof.
The Doctor
Unless.
Evil spaceship will be the first thing built for sure. Because when you said that, it kind of went over my head, but then I remember what you're talking about.
Mhm. Mhm. But I just love the idea that when I saw the Todd Howard interview, that you can land anywhere, everywhere, and if you see a bad guy, you can steal the spaceship. But here's the thing, though. So will the spaceship like have automatic pilot and come back to your place, or what? Or just you just dump it there and just go with the other ship? Because that's something that you know.
Didn't he say something about fast travel to your ship,
Yeah, he
or is
did.
that?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Oh no, there is fast travel. I mean, what's what like Star Wars? They enter. What's the thing
No, no,
called?
no, not that. He mentioned like when you're on the planet, you can fast travel back
Fast
to your
travel.
ship.
Yeah, you're not gonna have to walk back to your ship or something.
Oh no, no. What I mean is, like, for example, like if you steal a bad guy's spaceship, you go out to space, right? You stole the spaceship, you did all that stuff, right? So the question is, what happens to your spaceship? Do you leave it there, or you got to come back and get it? That's what I'm saying. Does it come back to your base, or what? I mean, that
I,
would be
ass- I
interesting.
I assume you can probably either call it back
Yeah.
or or you just you should be able to find it, have some sort of a radar or something. Since you own it, you can. But most likely, there should be a way. Well, actually, if you dock the other ship, maybe you can just move both ship together.
Yeah, they probably just go together.
Yeah.
Probably have to fly back to your base
Yeah.
so you can keep it. Because like I feel like if you just steal that ship, what if you're flying back and then somebody docks you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you lose it, right?
But that'd be
That
interesting
would be
to know.
cool because that's a lot of risk reward stuff that would
Yeah,
be going into it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that's actually that's something that's got me curious because as he mentions like the land vehicle, but what happens if you like steal a ship? You go out into space with the bad guy's ship, right? And what happens to your ship though? The one you build, the one you had, and what's going to happen to it? That'd be
Yeah.
interesting to know. If it's just you leave it there and somebody steals it too, you're screwed. You got to go chase it.
Yeah.
That's
I,
pretty cool.
I'm gonna say something real quick from a game that I won't mention because no one wants to be
Oh,
mentioned. But
that's not.
anyway, they had one cool idea, which I don't think they're ever gonna do this. But they call it the server. I forgot the name, but the point is that for multiplayer, let's say you have like 1,000 servers, but each server, since it's like this huge universe, they're kind of like interconnected. So let's say I'm in one server, and you Plume, you're on a different server, and Crazy's on a different server. But however, if we go to the same planet, we will be able to like see each other.
Is that?
If they can do that, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna ask. Like, there is no multiplayer aspect in this, right? Like, you're not actually gonna be able to steal each other's ships that we know of.
No, no, not right now. At least not
Yeah.
now. But if they can make multiplayer, and especially if they can add some kind of like interconnected like servers where you can have like at least thousands of players in one server, that would be pretty cool. But I don't know how hard that would be because you gotta like think how hard it is as a single player where Crazy Lou, for example, he's gonna steal a bunch of sandwiches and keep them on his base. But
Yep.
imagine having thousands of players, moving one object from one place to another throughout the galaxy. That has to be super demanding. So
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's gonna be hard for him because I didn't
it's
tell you
crazy.
something. I went on Google and looked right. If it does have multiplayer, no, it doesn't. And then I googled up does Skyrim, Skyrim, which is a big game, have multiplayer? The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim has co-op functionality thanks to a group of dedicated modders. I mean, this was
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
January
Mod.
16, 2023. I mean, dang,
yeah.
that's 10 years
But but
after its
but
initial.
I feel like sure, Skyrim would be nice too with multiplayer, but I feel like this game is perfect because like even if it's just co-op, like if you can add like 4-player co-op, because like you can have 4 players like run a crew, and that would be pretty cool.
4 players on a crew? Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
the
At least
crazies. That
if
would be
you
the
can
name.
add more, the more the better. But that would be super cool.
That'd be insane. That'd be insane. But yeah, man, Starfield. Wow, so much things to talk about. So much things to see. Oh man, if we sit here and talk all night, I mean about Starfield. Oof, I think we won't be able to sleep yet. Man, I mean that was like the thing that most impressed me about that show.